Hey, how's it going everyone? Mick from All About Tech, welcome back to the channel. I've got to do a little job on the arcade machine. I'm actually swapping the higher end GPU out of this and putting it back in my main rig, just mainly because I use the main rig every day, and I've got a 1080 Ti in here and a 2060 in the main rig. So I'm going to take the 1080 Ti out and put the 2060 in. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity because I've not really showed you the insides of this cabinet yet. I've not really made any videos on it really. I've only made a few, so I'm going to try and make some more videos on this. So what I thought I'd do today is I'd get the back panel off of the arcade machine. For those of you that thought, oh god, how the hell did he manage to move it? It is on industrial wheels, so it is really easy to maneuver about. I can't even remember what it's rated to hold, but it's a lot more than what this weighs. So what we need to do to get the back panel off is just go for the 4 corner screws, and then we'll take those off, and then I'll give you a little show inside the cabinet. Right, so here we are inside the cabinet, and I will take the camera off of the tripod to give you a better look inside in just a moment. But as you can see, there's 2 main components to this arcade machine. The first one is the PC on the left, and then a modded Xbox 360 RGH 1.2 on the right. The reason why I wanted to put a modded console as well as a PC inside is because there are just some really good Xbox 360 games that you can use with proper arcade controls. Games like Tekken 6 that didn't actually come out on the PC. You can play it through emulation. It is a lot harder to emulate Tekken 6 properly on, say, an Xbox 360 or a PS3 emulator, which this machine could do absolutely no problem at all, and maybe in the future I'll get around to configuring those. To play it on native console hardware would be fantastic, and the main reason why it's modded is so that I can save all my disc games to the hard drive. There is a slit opening underneath where this panel is, so I can technically take games in and out, but it's just a pain to constantly go to the back of the machine and eject and put in a new disc. So in terms of the PC specs, it's a 7500K i5 Kaby Lake processor, 7th gen. We've got a Corsair VS 650 watt power supply. Obviously we've got the 1080 Ti GPU in there, which obviously I'm taking out. We've got a Wi-Fi card in there, PCIe, not a USB one. Apart from that, I've got a 240 gig SSD and a 2 terabyte main HDD drive, and what I've done is I've used Velcro. It's really strong Velcro stuff. I got it on Amazon and basically stuck it to the wall bit there. Cable wise, I'm actually quite proud of this cable management, apart from this cable here, because unfortunately that cable is just too short to route underneath this this shelf and come back up. I've got all my other wires coming through from the bottom, and then they go up into the power strip there. That wire goes through to a 2 front port. It's a USB port and it's a HDMI port. I don't actually use the HDMI port yet, but if I wanted to do one of these to an external display, not the one that's on the arcade machine, I can easily do that. Just to give you a better look, as well, I've got a Noctua low profile fan in there. It's dead silent and it cools the 7500K really well. The thing with this is that the reason why I originally had this is because I had a bar top arcade and I needed a low profile heatsink. Obviously it doesn't really matter anymore. I've got space for days, but it's still a really good heatsink. I absolutely love it. 16 gigs of Vengeance LPX RAM. They're just normal 2666 RAM. In the middle here, we've got the amp. So this controls the 2 speakers and the sub. The subwoofer is down in the bottom down here, and it's on the front panel of the arcade machine. And then we've got 2 speakers at the top here, which you can see have nice fascias on the front as well. LED strips, these strips that they put in aren't the stickiest, unfortunately. But these are just white LEDs anyway. This is literally just to light up the marquee, and it doesn't really matter that it's doing that, to be honest. I mean, I have gone back over with some glue in parts just to make sure that it doesn't come off. Apart from that, obviously we've got the 40-inch TV in here with the all the inputs coming out and then down through the side. I really do enjoy cable managing, but unfortunately there's just not much I can do about that at the moment because the cable's not long enough. It's something I'll definitely be able to sort in the future. Inside the control panel, you've got all of your buttons and your joysticks all wired up. They're all wired up to USB encoders. And then one of these is a Zinmo controller. This one at the back, that's just to do the Pac-Man 4-way joystick and the 3 buttons attached to it. And then obviously all of the cables route down underneath, and then they all come back up. It probably looks an absolute mess underneath. I mean, to be fair, it's not that much of a mess because I've cable tied it all. That's all of the controls. And then my Dolphin bar for the Wii games and stuff just pops up through the bottom here. And yeah, that's the inside of the cabinet, guys. Right, so while I'm here, I'm just going to take the 1080 Ti out of the arcade machine. Right, and here's the 2060. As you can see, there's a massive difference in size. It's ridiculous how different it is. But yeah, let's get this in, and then I'll close everything back up, and then we'll have some closing thoughts. Right guys, so that is the inside of my arcade cabinet. It's what powers the Launchbox Big Box experience. If you want me to do any separate videos about maybe modded Xbox 360s in general, I think they're a really good fit for an arcade cabinet like this. If you've got any questions whatsoever, pop them in the comments below, whether it's an exact parts list. Obviously this is massively overkill because I wanted to be able to play AAA titles at 4K because this is a 4K TV, only 60 Hertz, but that's absolutely fine. I'm not looking to play massively competitively, although I can play online on things like Mortal Kombat 11, Tekken 7 and all those PC games. I'm going to do more videos on this machine, guys, because it was an awesome project to kind of undertake with the guys over at Cyberjam. That did the last one as well. Like I said, if you've got any questions on the machine, leave them in the comments below. If I get enough questions, I'll make a whole separate video with a Q&A and I'll answer all those questions. But if there's not enough questions, I'll just answer you in the comments. But apart from that, I've been Mick from All About Tech. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see cool videos like this one, and I'll catch you guys out in the next one. Peace.